Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now we are going to learn about additional operations which were there for pandas and we will cover that. So let us start with the topic today. Now we will understand there are few important operations to, to understand pandas more deeper. So we will understand them one after another with different kind of examples. Again, guys, like I said, whenever you are working on pandas, you have to load your data set. So I already did it. You can see I have loaded my data set before. I am running my pandas and NumPy. I'm loading my library. Now I'm loading my data set. Okay, this is my data set. Again, the same data set. This is the same data set which I have taken, retail product data set, where my retail product with customer reviews is present. Now, so in previous video, what we did, we have filled the value with mean, median, mode and all. Now the similar kind of process, we can do it with replace. We can do it with replace. So with replace, you can replace the null values with your median or mode or whatever the values you want, you can do that. Let us see how to do that. So here, right, I'm filling my data, right? Filling my category with what? With C. So before that, you can calculate it. You can calculate by dot mode and you can know what is a mode. And as I know my mode is already this, I am directly filling. How I am filling? This is nan is a property of NP where it is saying that your data set can contain nan values. Like wherever your data frame contains nan values, this is how it will identify the nan values in the dataset by np.nan. np.nan is a value where it is saying null values present in the dataset or not. And what I am doing, I am replacing my null values from the dataset to C, right? And now I'm printing my head and you can see that my values got changed. Here, my values got changed. Wherever null values were present, like from your top data set, all these values were nan, right? Now, all those values are replaced with C, right? It's the same way we are filling, like fill NA method. This is replace method. Now we will see how to fill like multiple values at the same time. Now, okay. So here, right, in this example, I have stock, right? In my stock, what are the two values present? We have in stock and out of stock. Two values are there. Now I'm saying that there is a property called to replace. In that to replace, what I am passing my list of values which I am changing to a single value. Okay. In my replace method, I have a to replace keyword. Okay, there is a property of replace. With that, with to replace, I can pass my list of values which I want to replace with a single value. So here I am saying, okay, wherever my in stock and out stock is present in that particular column, stock column, those will be replaced with stock limit. Now let us, however, it is not handling my nan value, right? So we will understand how to handle nan value. But for now, it has replaced wherever in stock and out of stock are present in my dataset with stock limit. So let me run it. You can see these all values are changed to stock limit now. Now, we will understand on how to handle nan value. That is the same method. Okay, I have taken replace np.nan. That means I am saying, okay, I have null values present in my column and that needs to be replaced with within stock. Now, my dataset or my column is complete. It does not have any null value. It has within stock and stock limit. Okay, two properties are present at the same time. Now, how I can replace multiple to multiple, we will see that. Okay. So here, right, in this example, I have taken multiple and that multiple I am changing to this. That means it is saying that okay, within stock will be replaced with in stock, like index to index, zeroth index, first index, first index. Within stock will be replaced with in stock, and stock limit will be replaced with out of limit. So you can see wherever stock limit was present, that got changed to out of limit. Wherever within stock is present, that got changed to in stock, right? Correct? Now we will see how to replace. So there we saw the categorical replacement. Now we will see, like, if we have 0, how we can change it. Like, you can replace with anything, guys. You can replace with anything. So here my discount is having, okay, my discount is having 0. All those zeros, wherever zeros are present, that I want to change it to 3.5. So let me show you the data set first. Let me run the data set again here. Data dot head. Let me just so you will see my discount contains 0 and null at the same time. And I do not want my 0 to be shown in my data. It looks bad, right? So what I am trying to do, I am replacing my 0 with some value. I'm replacing some value. It is not my mean or something. I am replacing with some value which is feasible to me. So I have replaced with 3.5. And at the same time, I am replacing NaN values which are present with 10. Basically, I am saying that, okay, my 10 is a minimum discount which I am giving to my customer, right? So that's how I am judging my discount. Now, if I run it, so wherever you are seeing 10, right? Here you are seeing 10. So 10 means here it got changed. The null value was there and that got changed to 10. See, here null was there, right? NaN, right? That got changed to 10. And wherever 0 was there, in the first row we have seen 0. That got changed to 3.5. This one was 3.5. So wherever 0 was there, that got changed to 3.5. Okay, now we will see how to keep rating. So again, same concept, guys. You can just pass NaN, np.nan, and I want to replace my NaN with 4. I have taken random value, guys. It's not I have taken mean or something. I have taken random value and I am filling up my data set with 4 wherever NaN is present. Now we will understand how can we do type conversion in case of pandas. So consider that you have one data set, okay, and there are so many columns which have floating values and you do not want by like mistakenly those become floating. Consider that you have seen rating here, right? You have seen rating in this data set, right? If you see the rating, let me take you to the top section. You see rating contains 1.87. How? I mean, that doesn't look good, right? Either it can round off or, any kind of integer value will look good in that case. So you need to judge. You need to judge for those kind of cases whenever you are getting data set. So that is again a part of data cleaning operation. Whenever you are getting columns, you have to decide, okay, what should be my type of data, what it can be, because you should be having domain knowledge prior to work on it, right? You can decide it based on that. You can convert them based on that. You can convert them to your desired data type. So here I am converting my rating column to int. How to do that? We have something called age type. We have age type. So that age type, what it is doing, I am passing my int. So whenever I'm passing int, whatever ratings were there, like all decimal, that got converted to numerical or integer value. You can see we are not seeing decimal out like on those places. Okay. Similarly, the discount whichever I am seeing, I am converting them to int just to look good, because discount, even we are not seeing 3.8 discount, right? We are saying it's a round number. So we did in that way. Similarly, there is one more method, okay, where I can pass multiple, like as a dictionary, we can pass all those columns and the type, and we can pass as type there. So here you can see the same thing which we did, like the discount and rating. The same thing I passed as a dictionary here. You can see my first column should be int, my second column should be int. Like that, you can pass multiple columns like that as a dictionary, right? Now let me run it. So you can see my rating got changed, my discount got changed at the same. This will increase the effectiveness of your code and the easiness to machine to learn in a better way. Now we will understand. So in the top section, we saw how to convert the data types. Now we will see which, like the method where it is very easy or very effective way to control over the error handling, right? So this is just one example I have shown, guys. PD is your your pandas, right? Pandas is having a method dot to underscore numeric. That what that is doing, that is taking like if you want to convert something to numeric, right? You can do in this way, and with that, wherever the errors are there, it can course that error. What does that mean, guys? That means, let me take you to the whiteboard, okay? For better understanding. So basically this thing will handle, okay? Let me do it. Let me take a data set, okay? This is my data set. And this data set contains few columns, okay, where I have take student data set, where I have student name, then age, then what I can say, marks. Okay. So in that data set, student name, just take Pari, Krish, with that it is there. We have so many. Then age, again we have numeric value. Marks, I have like 200. Total marks, this is total marks, okay? Total subject, total marks 200, then 300 out of 750. Out of 750, 100, 300, then 700, then 650. Something is wrong, and here invalid came in between. Invalid. Maybe when filling up the data, somebody did like this. Invalid. Or something, maybe some string value was inserted, or maybe I can say something they have written, or maybe they left it empty. Empty string may be present. In those cases, what it will happen, what it will do, it will so what it will do, this in numeric, right? To numeric, what it will do, and where we are telling errors equal to course. So when the program will run, okay, it will read this correctly. So it is to numeric, all are numeric, correct. When it is coming down to this, there is a chance, it is not a chance, but it will give errors. It will stop execution, right? It will give errors and it will stop execution. So to avoid this, we have this error handling capability by using to numeric and errors equal to quotes. Errors equal to quotes, if we'll pass this, it will give NaN in this place. NaN, wherever it is finding invalid input, to just give NaN in those places. Errors equal to quotes is a very beneficial method to handle errors during your runtime. So here just this is just one example of where I'm trying to convert stocks, which is a string value. Okay, and if I'll remove it, it is going to give me error. Okay, let me just run it. It is giving me error, right? Because it is saying that you are trying to parse to numeric to a stop value, which is a string value, right? Whenever I'm doing like this, it simply gave me NaN, and it is saying that okay, that means these are wrong values. The wrong values need to handle it, correct? This is a beauty of two numeric. Similarly, we have date time as well. We have time delta as well. So in these cases also, most of the times we are encountering issues because these are really difficult to handle, date time and time delta. And we will understand how to handle this pandas, time delta and date time parts for upcoming videos. But yeah, with date time and time delta as well, these kind of things can be handled quite easily. Now we will see there are few string methods in Cassie pandas, how to handle it. So here I want to convert my category to lower. How to do it? You need to take that data frame. There is a method called .str, okay, and you can just pass .lower. So if you do .lower, it will just convert all those data set to lower. You can see all categories become lowercase. Similarly, there is something called upper .str.upper. That we convert everything to capital, right? Then I'm checking my head here just to be safe side. Now I want to know whether I have any okay, let me just take rating. I have any strip like it is stripping, like it is going to remove all trailing and leading spaces, guys, with strip, right? Let me run it. Some error is there. No issues. But yeah, this is how you can strip the white spaces. Now you will see dot contains. What dot contains usually do? It will check whether that particular substring or string is present in that particular data set or not. So here it is saying, or it is always going to give me a boolean value, right? So here I am checking whether my category is containing C or not. So wherever C is present, it is giving me true. Take 20. So basically here, right, guys, in strip, we don't have any leading and trailing spaces. That's why it is given. So you can see wherever I don't have C, it is giving me false, and wherever I have C, it is giving me true. Here I have again one more method called replace. What my replace is doing is replacing. Consider that I want to, like in my data set, I have some value. I have D. I have D category as well, right? So that category I want to modify it to A. I want to modify it to A. So my D got modified it to A. So if I'll take me. So wherever wherever you cannot see D anymore, everywhere you are seeing A, B, C categories only. So with this, we have completed some additional methods or additional operations which we have, and the other way around you can do. Like there are so many methods. This is one of the method to handle null values and to handle errors. So yeah, we will understand further topics in our upcoming videos. Thank you. Well, that is all. We will cover further pandas topics in our upcoming videos. Till that time, see you. Bye. Take care. Start subscribing, like, share this channel link to all your friends, share your comments, share your feedback. Bye. See you.